who is going to pick up the pistol round.
Broken glass will be the bell to ring the beginning of this match. So we have a different strategy coming out, unless my memory is like a sieve here. Looks like we've got a four-man play towards the IV area. There's only one person to fight there. So JDM's getting tagged already. I think he's brought his headshot down to 10 HP. So he's going to have to run off. And indeed, it is going to be a bit of a split towards the A site. 2 shots, 2 kills coming in. Make that 3 for Luminosity so far. Where are the remaining CTs? They've got a lot of work to do. The double peek is coming in now for Luminosity. Make that almost a quadruple peek. Simple's got 1 though. Hiko's gone down as well. So Simple versus 4. They're still giving him 1v1s at the moment. And they don't need to do it. A triple peek comes in, and that is a solid pistol round there by Luminosity.
That's a bad way to start if you're Liquid. If you're a team that likely wants to battle with double ops as well, that is not the start you wanted. And we're going to see Luminosity already bringing AKs to the fold straight away, not messing around with any SMGs particularly just yet. We've got a 1 Mac 10 on first, so he's going to be brandishing a clipboard, getting the information for his team as to where the stack may or may not be. And Liquid investing in a couple 5.7s, a Deagle CZ. They've got a pretty awesome pistols, to be honest. Very good on the A-bomb site. B-bomb site looks like it will be the choice, though, for Luminosity. And that's definitely the smarter choice as an anti-force buy strategy. Let's see if it pays off for them.
So we've got a bit of a charge into the B-bomb site from some of the players here. Hiko putting in some work for the time being, and it seems Luminosity will abandon the rest of that area. There's a lot of talking in the chat, which is interesting. Makes me wonder if this round is going to be restarted, because when you hear those many ticks, then something has definitely gone wrong. And we will see. There we go. So the round is being reset. Let's rewind down and forget everything we just said, we just mentioned. Hiko got a nice 5.7 kill down, but it was taken away. It was taken away, it was snatched. His glory was removed.
Yeah, I mean, Train is a weird one for anti-force buys as well, I gotta say. I feel like the B side is definitely often gonna be your best resort, because it's the A bomb site has so many corners. Like, for the same reason why it's very hard to retake the A bomb side is one of the reasons why you can always get some frags with pistols there when the Ts are going to be running an anti-eco strategy against you. It's just so many little hidey spots, little corners. You got CZ, you pop out, bit of spray at mid-range, and you can pop back again, and you got yourself a frag. It's pretty crazy. So, I mean, that's always annoying as well, because Luminosity basically did show that they're going to be. That was their anti-eco choice, and that's always going to be annoying. So hopefully we can get the issue resolved, and it's not going to affect play too much. Looks like whatever the issue was has been almost immediately resolved, and it's time for take 2.
All right, so bomb is FNS getting digged there towards the connector area. He's going to be running away with his tail between his legs. So we have a similar approach. Now it is over towards B. Simple getting taken down in isolation. Lots of time on the clock here for Luminosity, but CT's now moving towards main on A. There are still 2 plays towards IV, since they haven't seen the bomb. Hiko trying to put in more work with that 5.7, backing off now. Indeed, Fallen going to face him alone there, but the follow-up comes in. So 4 plays alive for Luminosity, so far so good. Still got the Mac 10 on F and X, so he can be the man for the cleanup operation. JDM coming in for a flank. He will look to steal a weapon away. And speaking of which, if he can take that into the next round, that's going to be great for him. Nice money bonus to get his AWP as well.
Yeah, it's a small consolation for Liquids. And Luminosity, I can't wait to see when they get the double ults again. It's just so cool to watch them play with those. Fallen and Cole going off. And Taco actually was the guy that had a great game previously against NIP, so we call again to see if he's going to be carrying that performance through to this matchup as well, as we get the bomb exploding and the round being won by Luminosity. Liquid definitely in hard times, and I wonder what they learned from the matchup against NIP. NIP actually were able to have most of their success when they had the force buys and the ecos and so on. But Liquid are a confident team. Gonna go for the quad HE play. The dodgeball is in store.
Well, A-main's always a good place for these to go. And indeed, you see two flying over there, but Luminosity are smart enough to not put somebody in there too early. Again, it seems they want to be aggressors over towards the B site, but they'll give Liquid a chance to hang themselves. Liquid being patient with a 4-man stack over towards the B bomb site. Not every day you see that. Elise trying to force Tisha over towards A, and Taco will charge. Now, I do wonder if Liquid were paying attention to Luminosity's earlier train match, and if they will be prepared for Taco's savage, relentless aggression over towards the B-bomb site a bit later on. Bomb goes down, and now it should be a simple cleanup. First holding the flank towards the Pop Dog area, although see he's prepared for a flank himself. Now Hiko and JDM remain. So not much to be done here by the remainder of Team Liquid, who will be patiently waiting for the next round. JDM had the MAC-10 from the previous round, but hasn't been able to get anything nice out of it.
So it's going to be 3-0, and it's time for the buy of Liquid. But yeah, you know, this is the typical situation. They're not going to have the best buy in the world. We can see that that weakness will be in the lack of grenades. But JDM gets the AWP out. He was saving pretty hard, and he'll have himself a few nades with it as well. So that's pretty nice, actually.
Nice.
That said,
nice.
Luminosity, one of the ways they would break NIP quite quickly was the really fast rounds into the A yard to really throw NIP off balance. And it did seem to work against the Swedish side, but perhaps they are looking to take a different approach here against Liquid, going with a more passive opener. Bit of pressure towards B and the white holes. Otherwise, not too much going on there for Luminosity, just establishing themselves. And it's really this play here from JDM that could spark the difference in this round. Will FNX peak, or will JDM try to take a wider angle? The battle of patience. JDM is very aware there could be an AWP on the angle as well. Very key moment in the round if one of them actually engages. And there it is, flash, but the flick comes in from JDM. He's going to land that, and early advantage to Liquid with a minute remaining.
Yeah, it seems the flash didn't have quite the right angle. I think it was a jumping throw which will launch it very far, very fast, but perhaps not far enough. And I think you can see Luminosity respecting Liquid here. They know that they have a considerable amount of dangerous players on their team, maybe trying to identify where JDM was. They know where he is now, and it cost them a player. And obviously, AWPers can rotate positions to, you know, because you're going to want to avoid JDM, but then again, you want to avoid Simple as well, and maybe Nitro, Leash, and Hiko. But they can't avoid them all. So it seems the push is coming in towards the A side now. Elish towards the E-box, going to take down Taco. Can't take down Cold Zero, though. So finally, there's a score on the board here for Luminosity. JDM's going to slow down the rest of his team push, though. Cannot finish off, but with 12 HP, you have to wonder how much more he can do. 2 versus 2, though. That is a very fast frag from Fallen. Both players of Luminosity heavily tagged, though, so Hiko can do this. Can he get in position to stop the plant? He can. 3 seconds left, and that is going to be the round. Counter-terrorists win. Fallen brave enough to go for the last peak as well.
Yeah, that is actually quite brave. But Hiko going to save Liquid again. Always good for the clutch situations, although that was one of the easier ones that he's been thrown. But it's all good. Liquid take the round, but the double orbs come out. The terror begins potentially. Terrorized Sweden. Will it terrorize North America as well? Liquid are going to be on full FAMASes. Well, they're going to terrorize themselves, James, because that's not fun.
Don't see that every day, or ever. Five FAMASes. I can't think of a time where I've seen that. Although, I can't. You'd be surprised to see memorable rounds, Dan, with 5 FAMASes. Now, the interesting thing is, if Liquid are able to get something done here, then there's a lot of bounty for them to collect. But Cold Zero says no, and he says no repeatedly, although he can't say no 3 times. 2 headshots coming in for Liquid here, but they're losing plays as well. Man advantage here for Luminosity, who are all over the A sites.
Yeah, the element of surprise there is that third peak. It's hilarious stuff as Liquid tried to salvage around. They picked up the AWP onto Nitro, but they don't really have the position to be able to get back into the A-bomb site. And Luminosity are taking it really easy at the moment, making really sure that everything is clear before going for the plant. And Taco is about to discover Hiko. Can't quite take him down though. Not really a strong weapon, the MP7. Now, bomb is ticking away, and looks like Liquid are thinking about going for this as they start to make their way up the back line. We've got an FNX there by Ali, by Ivy. He was in a very, very good position here. He can pop out whenever, but it's Fur with a ridiculous pixel angle onto Hiko through the window. That is going to force Nitro back to save that AWP. So another round one here by Luminosity. You know, they reset Liquid, going to win those follow-ups, and indeed the reign of terror continues.
So far, so good for Luminosity. So Nitro will scavenge one weapon away, but his team don't really have the money to buy around him. So there are still many problems here for the Liquid camp. One round on their CT side is quite disastrous, and that face tells quite the story. He is in a predicament. So let's see what they choose to do. There's 14 to 1800 on the team per person for the most part on the Liquid side, and an AWP in tow, which has been thrown to JDM. And it seems the Force Buy is going to come in. So Lee's going to go for the Scout. 3 pistols as well. We know Hiko's a dab hand with the 5.7. Still haven't forgotten those good old days on the A side of Cash. Standing on default, putting in work. So 3-round lead for Luminosity at the moment. Far better equipped. Can they avoid JDM? That is the question. And it seems avoidance will be a fast play into the B-bomb side.
Hiko's first man, and first frag for him as well. But the quick trades come in, and it's not much here left for Liquid to deal with this, as we've got JDM with the AWP. A Scout headshot, though, from Nitro. That can change something. Bomb is down now, and oh, the nade's going to find JDM. And that is going to be just Simple left out, trying to get himself onto the AWP. He's going to manage it, but with only 10 points of health left, the expectation for him is very low as he backs away, knowing that the save is his best play, as he has a pursuer. Simple's going to hit the stepping, but he misses the flicks. This can't happen. He's in a lot of trouble, but the jumping Cold Zero will be picked out of the sky there by Simple like a clay pigeon, as it's very likely now he'll be able to get to safety with that AWP. But Liquid, they'll lose another round regardless. So it is in face of that. Small consolation. Nice headshot, though. Might even get another one.
Well, the damage will stop there, it seems. But again, Luminosity will have little issue buying in this round, but then they won't have much money left in the bank. So there is potential for Liquid to try and mount a bit of a comeback if they can take this one. But it'll be down to Simple this time, because Liquid, after the Force Buy, have around $2,000 each. So there's a lot on the line here. Simple needs to go nuclear for the damage he did at the end of the last round to have significant impact. He is pushing with the AWP. Very aggressive angle already. But again, Luminosity going for a fast play towards the B-bomb site. Again, that flash is very important. If somebody's, for example, Simple could have been at the bottom of the ramp there, at least with 1 kill, but not much else going on. You have to wonder if Simple will be willing to save 2 HP, I think is enough for him, and he should make his exit. But again, just the importance of that flash. Not every team does it, but for example, Simple could have been at the bottom of that ramp on B, holding an angle with the AWP. That flash puts a stop to such shenanigans.
The hit shenanigans continue as he's able to take down an additional player that is, again, on the pursuit to eliminate the AWP. And another flash. I think that's a flash from a teammate there. And that rendered him blind, and Simple is just going to lay into the remainder of Luminosity as they try to take him down. And have they had enough? I should think so. Fallen's carrying a lot of value. No need to test Simple any further. He is past all the tests, although... Oh no, right at the last second. Fallen's patience is going to pay off, and that will be the AWP out of play there. But he can afford another one. He won't have anything with it, though, apart from maybe a flash.
Yeah. I think he's.
A flash.
I think this is one of the issues with Simple, and a great reference to this is on Dust 2, when he was I think he was chasing frags unnecessarily, and he had Adren backing him up, and he pushed through double doors with the AWP, and Adren was forced to go with him to support when they should have just been holding on to their weapons because they didn't have the economy, and they both got taken down. And it's a similar thing, he's hunting for the frags there, but doesn't really need to, and now he can't afford an AWP that JDM would definitely love. JDM does not want to be rifling right now, or ever. So that's a big disadvantage for Liquid, due to hunting frags with all of 2 HP after already having 3 kills.
the crazy thing is that this could end up looking worse than the NIP matchup, especially considering if, NIP won, they won both pistols. Imagine if Liquid are unable to take the second pistol and we have such a dominant showing from Luminosity again. I mean, they seem to be pretty adept when it comes to train, especially these T sides. We've got the double ops here on Fallen and Cold, of course, as usual, and the smoke's starting to go away here in T main shortly. Prefer looking for an idle head to shoot, but there will be none just yet. And the full rifle setup, as you said, is kind of a problem.
It's a big problem.
It is kind of a problem.
Just ask Thorin about JDM's rifle stats. They don't exist. He's a sniper, through and through. 45 seconds left here for Liquid to hold against Luminosity, who appear to be executing over towards A. The bomb is hovering around a pop dog position. There's nobody lurking elsewhere towards B or IB. So it seems the A play will be your order of the day. JDM up front holding things down here with the rifle. What is going on here? Almost 3 kills for him. Nitro coming in for the 3rd. And there's only 1 player lost here for the CT side. And JDM may be happy to be the one to die here, not having a sniper rifle. Speaking of which, there are still 2 snipers on these 2 players. Falling, picking up the AK there. 12 seconds left. That's a bomb lost as well. And that will be an AWP graciously accepted for JDM in the coming round.
Can Cold survive? I mean, they don't seem to know exactly where he is. So it looks like he's actually going to be able to live here. Oh, he's going to go for the cheeky peek at the last second. Very cheeky indeed. And we're going to see Luminosity's money actually broken. Don't know that we've seen that today. And Liquids, they're not in the best situation ever here. There's definitely incentive for Luminosity to basically force buy. It does appear like they are thinking about it. They've got the AWP on Cold Zero, of course, that they saved. And looks like they're not going to force buy, but at the same time, you know, they have some Tech 9s, Kevlar, head armor, flashbangs to go to AWP. So Cold is the playmaker in this round for Luminosity.
Right, so we have a lot of movement around the connector area here for Liquid. And again, Luminosity have gone for a number of fast plays towards the bomb site when Liquid have been weak on their economy. And it seems Liquid may be expecting such a play. They've got 3 people in connector. That is unheard of. 2 people can cover the high ground. Well, 1 person can cover the high ground. You see that from Kenya sometimes with NBK playing close to the default bomb spot as well on B. And we have a similar setup here from Liquid. Is it going to pay off though? Luminosity biding their time at the moment. They've got 3 flashes, and that is it. And with that angle, there are going to be blind people on this side. But JDM is going to get traded actually by Cold Zero with that 1 AWP on the side. He goes in a strong position now to try and hold things down and stop the plant from coming in. They're going to get dinged to 5 HP, but his job is done now. And it's FNX alone trying to get some more damage in for his side. But there will only be 2 people going down for Liquid. There's AWP survives as well, so perhaps good times are ahead. The Americans on the comeback trail.
Yeah, eco for Luminosity, and Liquid get an opportunity to secure some more money. There's not a lot of fancy stuff, particularly fancy stuff you can do on ecos. It's mostly just the set pieces that look like set pieces in those buy rounds. Or you can just run at them. And we might see a bit of run and gun. A few flashbangs here and a couple of smokes to provide cover.
You can just run at them like Jon Snow.
Good.
Well, let's see if that pays off for them. The distances are being closed, but the double CTs coming in for rotation may be a problem for the players towards CT spawn. Down goes Taco, and things slow down here for the Luminosity side. There are players, though, moving into the A site at the fringes. Fallen's in an interesting spot. Want somebody to engage him from close. JDM playing around the bomb trade at the moment, looking for somebody to take down. And again, you've got somebody coming in from the back. Elite holding things down, though, taking down Fallen. And that's FNX alone. He's picked up an M4 and managed to escape. So he can reset the situation and try and get some more frags here. A minute on the clock for him versus 4. There are some tagged players as well.
Yeah. I mean, the hunting so far has been there's been a lot of hunting so far, and it's been pretty effective actually, mostly from both sides. But FNX, he's probably going to survive. And there's a lot of time left. There's a lot of time left indeed. It might be more in his interest to actually go and get some damage done onto the economy of the Liquid, because it's not very strong at the moment, and his team are going to have a bye next round no matter what. So yeah, I think this is by far the best play. And there you go. He's going to pick up one frag. What else? He's going to find, I think, a quick pixel of another player, and that's Simple down for the count. And all of a sudden, FNX is definitely pulling his weight in this round. 2 frags right at the end. You can see the effect it has on the economy of Liquid. When they buy now, they'll be left with very little overall. And Luminosity back on the buy.
No piercings for me. 2 rounds between these 2 players. And we have all the rifles coming out on both sides. 3 AWPs on the map now, but 2 on the Luminosity side. I really want to see Simple pick up a second one on the Liquid side a bit later on. Initial nades coming in, and Fallen will hold his angles. And choke points will be choked off by the smoke grenades of the Liquid side. And we see Simple's in an advanced position on upper B, holding a bit of an off angle at the moment. Fallen getting traded elsewhere though. Elige lost towards A main, maybe looking to take an aggressive position. It's always a strong place for the CTs to take if they can. But it's come at a cost on this occasion.
Yeah, we've got some movement coming in from Luminosity slowly but surely now, as they make their way towards the secret area, this upper hallway towards that B-bomb site, and the distraction can be there from FNX, who is towards the pop dog area, or he could just try to split into A in a delayed manner to try to flank. There's a few opportunities there, but he's going to join the bulk of players from Luminosity as they ready to push. Hiko's there to meet it. It is going to be a tough one for Hiko. He's not got any grenades, so he's just going to have to hit some shots. That's basically it. Hiko, he's going to have some support rolling in. JDM's actually going to find himself there just in time, but what can he get there? Oh no, JDM's going to go down straight away. Good shot from Cole. Hiko, though, he's holding the line. The bomb has been taken down, and there's more frags potentially here for Hiko. Looks like there won't be, but he's done a lot of damage. 10 seconds to plant that bomb, and it's going to go down. A leg shot connects, and there it is. Cole finishes him off. Nitro's down, and that's another round there for Luminosity. Straight back in it. Just as Liquid is starting to sink their teeth into this one, Luminosity starts stealing it away again.
Straight back into the doldrum, straight back into a lack of economy, straight back to hell. 4 rounds remaining in the first half here. We've got 2 MP7s coming out for Luminosity. So they'll have improved running accuracy, and that shows they have a good read on the economy of Liquid here. Looking to build some money at a reduced risk. A fast play into the A-bomb site. So far, so good here for Luminosity, soon to be SK. The numbers disappearing here for Liquid. Hiko and Nitro remain with mere pistols, no Kevlar. But what a minute, they've got 3 kills. What is going on here? It's the Hiko versus 2 now. Can he pick up a rifle? There's a crossfire coming in for the T's, and they will just about finish off the job. But what on earth happened there? All of a sudden, 3 kills came in. But it wasn't enough. 8-4.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of these eco rounds, or anti-eco rounds, haven't really been going to plan for a lot of teams so far today. And, well, we're going to have Liquids, their economy strained, as are Luminosities. So, I mean, Luminosity, it was already 8 rounds and the potential to get 11. They're not sweating it at all. They've got their double op setup back again. Looking to play a fast round. We saw how well this worked against the Swedish side, as JDM looks for those oncoming players. And he can't see anyone just yet. He's got no Kevlar, but he's going to hit the shot regardless through the smoke. JDM now shot in the back. He's stretched between 2 positions. That's not going to work out for him. Now as the bomb side is well and truly in the hands of the Brazilians, and Simple and Hiko, all the stands against them. But they will be up for the retake. That's the problem. And it's very hard to retake this A-bomb site. The bomb is actually still down in team main. It's not being collected here yet by Luminosity. They're just holding their positions. They got such a fast take. They're confident to hold, but is the bomb going to be spotted here? We do have a flank coming in. Simple's right behind the bomb. Oh, okay, it looks like FNX is holding that flank. Very smart stuff here from Luminosity. They have the reads.
Indeed, they do. So the bomb goes down, and Hiko There will be no lurking for you today, kind sir. Leaving Simple alone. Very nice stuff. And it shows the detail and focus that Luminosity put in. And you can also see that from Fallen's massive video series on Mirage, which he's uploading at the moment. But back to this map. Another thing that we didn't mention, or at least I didn't mention on the previous train we saw earlier, is obviously we always say that the CTs get to connector to look at main faster than the Ts get to main to look at connector. But Luminosity have a running smoke they're bouncing off the wall that goes into a corner to obscure the CT vision of main, which allows them to get into the A bomb site a lot faster. So definitely something to look at in the demos and pick up on. That may change the pace of train going forward. That kind of smoke. It looks like a newer smoke on the map, and I like it. 9-4 now, and Liquid are in another weird situation. A lot of rounds where they've just been fighting with pots and pans, and this is another one. Just the one rifle on Simple saved from the previous round.
Yeah, it's not going so well so far for Liquid. It feels more competitive than the NIP matchup, but still, they don't have the rounds right now, and NIP were able to have some rounds thanks to those pistol victories. Now it's a quick push coming in now for the Luminosity side. There is Elige finished off towards Pop Dog, and Luminosity have cleared some space, and more importantly, created a lot of threats towards this A bomb site. And all eyes are on it at the moment, apart from one player for Liquid. Luminosity just biding their time and waiting any potential aggression that could be coming their way, but there is none to be found just yet. Luminosity playing very patiently at the moment. And here it is, it's time to go in. And there is the frag, followed by the flashbang. And looks like it's very good here so far for Luminosity. Very clinical as they clean up into the A bomb site.
Simple and Hiko left once again, just like the previous round. And it looks like Liquid are going to have one more chance to stop this from being an 11-4 half. Hiko now the last man standing on his side in this particular round. So perhaps we can have a quick look at the scoreboard and see where the kills are coming in. Nice averages over towards the, well, I say nice, over towards the Liquid side, but they've only got 4 rounds, so not really that much to shout about at the moment. And indeed, 10-4 to score now for Luminosity. Looking fairly comfortable. Just another day in the office for those boys.
Yeah, and this time it's FNX that's going off. He's got 18 kills, and Cold, Cold and Fallen, they haven't really come into play massively just yet. And that's scary. That's really scary because they're already dominating so much in the way of rounds. So let's see if this continues, or if Liquid can find something right at the end, just again as NIP did to claim their 6th round. We found that a little bit of strength. Now, well, well then.
No,
well
Dan, no.
Get wrecked.
Just a little bit of... Sit down.
His hopes and dreams.
So there are 2 people over towards the B bomb site for Liquid, and that's a problem because it's going to make them weak. Well, I mean, they're already weak by JDM getting taken down, but that's going to create holes. The fact that they are committing half their team over towards the bomb site. Elige, though, able to take down Fur with no answer from Luminosity over towards the A bomb site. And Hiko trying to find some good timing to surprise the players towards B. So far, so good. Trade's coming in on this occasion, though. Cold Zero taking him down, but FNX has been lost elsewhere. Man advantage now for Liquid. They need to put the men in the right position, though.
Down to the AWPs, and, well, there's only one AWP now that has now become an AK. And Cold finds the angle, but Nitro's faster to the trigger with that AWP. 10-5, and it does indeed appear like Liquid can find that strength right at the end of the half, but it is a really rough situation to be in because all it takes is losing that pistol round, and Luminosity basically just need to win, 1 or 2 rounds. If they force you to bad economy, you're not even going to have an opportunity to get back in. So Luminosity really set themselves up to just crush through this second map here, and by doing so, they would be looking just so dominant to start ECS off. And let's not forget their run through the qualifiers, or well, not the qualifiers, but the league. in the league, they just crushed everyone. They only lost a single map in the league, which was the TSM on Cobblestone. So we were, I mean,
yeah,
let's not talk about that. but otherwise, they lost nothing. They were so dominant. The way that they won as well against all teams was so dominant.
Yeah, one map in all those best of threes, and just the most bizarre loss as well. But here we go. Liquid with 5 rounds on the board. The pistol is going to be crucial for these men. You have to be very worried for them indeed if they are unable to take it. We shall see shortly. Game still paused at the moment. Maybe some discussions as to the approach on the pistol for both teams.
We just had a divine presence appear, James.
What was that?
Well,
hey, Khan's there.
It's Swedish, and it's might be an Olofmeister, James.
It's always good. It's always good to see Khan. He's obviously Fnatic have Vugo, right? So Khan's often taking care of the League of Legends guys. They seem to go to more exotic places as well. Yeah. But he's in London. Yeah, the Fnatic HQ is in London.
Fnatic did just walk past us, and of course, if you've been hiding under a rock for a while, you may not realize that Olofmeister's back. The King has returned to Counter-Strike, and his debut performance at E-League was nothing short of stellar. So that's exciting, because they will be playing later today. They will be playing some Counter-Strikes.
Our good friends Henry and Matt will be taking care of that, as well as Lurpis will be taking over from Arch Nemesis for Flaren on the desk.
I believe they're going to be playing Cloud9 as well for their first matchup. So, well, it's a bit of a pause here, a bit of extended pause. We're looking for some information for you guys.
Someone's taking someone's on the toilet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, hopefully they'll be back soon. Needs must stand.
What if I need to go to the toilet? Would you pause the match for me?
Perhaps they've had too much. What's that stuff in chewing gum? Is it phenylalanine or whatever it is? Phenylalanine or whatever?
Don't know.
Where you have too much of that, Dan, you're going to need to take a dump. Anyway, we should be good to resume things very shortly indeed. Maybe it's good that it's our last cast of the day today, when we start talking about things like that. So, 5 rounds away are Liquid. I mean, we saw,
but it's you. It's just you, basically.
Hey, it's a team effort.
Why do you make me complicit in this? Anyway, the game started.
Great, thank God. So, Fallen with a defuse kit and a smoke grenade. He's maybe looking for a bit of a ninja.
Ninja.
And we have Hiko with a smoke grenade as well. He won't be looking for a ninja, unless it's a ninja plant, which I don't know if that's even a thing. I think there are 2 players over towards Popdog, which is quite interesting. Maybe one's watching ladder and one's watching main. That would be intradasting, as our graphic designer would say. Bit of an off angle being held there, actually. So who knows what Luminosity's plan is. But they're going to bide their time at the moment. Liquid have put 2 men over towards Ivy, and it seems they might leave 1 in situ. So everyone just biding their time. I wonder what the go time is for Liquid when they press the big green button. I think, do we have some long range peeking from Cold over towards B? I think he is, yeah, he's doing the shoulder peeking there, just trying to spot these players. Leech doing the same thing. Will they dance at the same time? I used to play ping pong in a youth club, right? And I could only play when the old people were when they were not doing line dancing in the same area, Dan. And that shoulder picking reminds me of said line dancing. So the peak comes in there, and the trades will go in favor of the T's. Soon evened up though. Leech getting taken down 3 versus 3 now. Bomb moving into the A sides.
Yeah, this is well, going back into the favor of the Brazilians. We have Taco answering, but will the bomb go down here? It looks like there is some cover for it. Hiko's there to provide the support. JDM getting shot from behind, and that is not a good look, because now he's been taken down, and it's going to be a 3 versus 1. Hiko against the world, and the world is unkind. The world is cold.
It's a cold, cruel world, Dan.
Hey, you ruined it. I did the thing, and then you were like, oh, let me do the thing as well.
What? You looked at me. I thought you wanted engagement.
No, I engaged you. It's called a throw. So you had to carry it on smoothly. You made a point of it. It's like when you make puns, you're like, no pun intended. It just He's, bring
I only
it
do that
to the
when
attention. You're not supposed to do that.
I only do that when I literally did not intend to make a pun.
Yeah, but it's still. Well, yeah, but you shouldn't do it anyway.
I'm just trying to be truthful with the people. Pistol taken by Luminosity, and Liquid are going for the light buy. So we may see the violence resume in the next round again. There's that pop flash being lined up by Nitro. So this would suggest that the Liquid guys are going to go for a rush into the B-bomb site and try to get a second plant in. There goes the flash, here comes a push, but we've got Taco with the long-range FAMAS. Nice two-man spray down, 2 headshots, and third as well. As fourth and FNX will finish off the fifth, so there will be no plant. They won't even get to see the bomb site almost.
Yeah, and this is the exact problem I was talking about, because the other thing is that Luminosity are an amazing team when they play with marginal buys, such as the SMG buys. And this is that situation where you have that buy out of choice. You're choosing to play a little bit greedily. Hang on to the FAMASs, you can afford some rifles, but we're going to keep those because you want to... Because if they win this round, they get so much of a buffer of economy to work with. And if they lose the round, well, they can still buy anyway. So there are just problems upon problems for Liquid. They've got to get this done in this round, and they've got very little utility to do it. They've got 2 flashbangs. 2! Duh. Två, if you're Swedish. Två. Something like that. Anyway, it's not very much.
Tons of smoke grenades on the T side. So they can try to wall things off, although normally you'd have, I want to say you'd have more over towards Hiko's position to do that. We shall see. You can wall off the B-bomb site as well. It's less common. It's that one strat that Sean Gears told me about once on Cloud9 and never did it in a game. Remember those days at Valencia? It's like they got this one strat on B, and then it just never did it. I hyped it up, it never happened. Never went down.
He told me a lot of things at Valencia that never went down. 3
people over towards the A site here for the CT side. Very far away from B as well, with 2 over towards Ivy. So the rotation will be quite a late one as this execute comes in.
Yeah, we've got Fur there with the classic Fur MP9. It's always fun. It's always fun for all the family. Here we go. Got the push arriving. First, they must deal with the FAMAS attacker, as now he baits for Fur, and it's a good bait. That is 2 frags for Fur. The bomb has been dropped here by the T's. They're going to collect that and go for the plant, but that's key seconds that the yard is not pushed, allowing the CTs to get through, but maybe not. Hiko long range with the AK-47, able to drop Fallen there, but there's still 2 players left to find. One is going to be Cold there. He actually manages to get himself his grubby mix on that. Whoa, okay, well, the AWP doesn't matter anymore. He's down, out for the count. Leash with the double there. Very nicely done right at the end of the round to save the day with the quad kill. And he's going to keep Liquid in it, but for how long? Because this is the situation I was talking about. Luminosity can buy again if they choose to, which they got a scout on Cold, so kind of a weird... Oh, they're actually going for a half buy. Interesting.
Double scout mag 7. Because that's a thing. Interesting here from Luminosity. They are very cheeky with the scouts. When Fallen's on a scout, there's always danger to be had. And I am assuming we get a not live call, definitely, unless the leash has been paid off, Dan. Then we have the not live call. Liquid are like the kings of the bro fists. They're like Team Tyrone. Bro fists all day. So hopefully we'll resume things soon. So I do wonder if when it gets reset, if we're going to see this spy coming out for Luminosity once again. Double scout mag 7. Well, I guess you can put a mag 7 over towards Pop Dog. You can put it over towards B. You can push B or hold it lower. There's a lot of things you can do with it. You could play it in the middle of the bomb train as well, although it'd be a bit fiddly. But it's doable. That looks uncomfortable. Please. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Some people have no dignity. There was one of the coolest characters in Third Strike. It was called Dudley. And one of his lines was, "You have no dignity," or he would say, "Gutter trash," when he would
gutter trash. I like that.
Which is quite cool. Yeah, it's funny because he was like, he's a boxer. He had like a little what are they called? Butler. He had a butler who would travel down from a helicopter on a rope and deliver him tea, the afternoon tea. just after we finish a match. It's great.
Tea delivered by helicopter. That sounds pretty cool, actually.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What Dudley was pretty cool in Third Strike. So.
But what he needs is one of those flasks, right? Which just keeps water super hot for like 20 hours. Then the helicopter's not required. Can take the bus.
Yeah, but you still need someone to pour it for you. Come on. That's the whole point. He's supposed to be this posh guy with a butler. It's not very posh to have a thermos. Anyway, most people could have thermoses, James.
Yeah, but all right, shut up. But you can get like the little Chinese cups, right? You can still make it posh. Just hide the thermos, like behind a, I don't know, a panel of some description, and then just have the little Chinese cups.
I can see you doing that, like going on a hike up the Himalayas, busting out the thermos and the Chinaware.
One of the computers is just rebooting, which is why we're talking about Chinese, well, not Chinese tea, but Chinese little cups. Because we have a tea place near our old office.
Not anymore.
We did peruse some cups. I want to get one. I want to get a posh espresso cup.
That place is dead to me now, though. Never going back there.
They removed our tea bar, which is a shame.
There was a bar where they would serve tea, and I think we were their only customers, so they closed it down.
We would, yeah, screw these guys. Well, actually, the bar has changed somewhat for Luminosity. You will see it in a second. We are waiting for Simple to rejoin the server. Once that happens, then we shall discuss away. But this could be an interesting round. I mean, there will be problems ahead for Liquid that they will need to overcome in this particular round. Liquid, who are 6-12 under Luminosity at the moment.
I mean, the problem is that, like, right now Luminosity are just on another level. I mean, I think Yanko said it on the desk that he referenced the interview from JDM, where JDM was like, okay, you know, we've got so much firepower. This is the most confident I felt going into a tournament, which I can kind of see because of the level of individual skill on this team, right? And then Yanko's like, well, they're going to be going up against potentially the best or the team with the most firepower. So Liquid, essentially, you know, one of their strengths is definitely not going to be working for them in that sense, because Luminosity can just outplay them. And so that's sort of what's happening so far. And you can see the experience coming in as well, because they have all these different setups, right? All these different setups to bait each other, the team play. They have really a good understanding of the timings of the team and also of their opposition. They're just all over it right now, and Liquid, they need to make this round count, because they've lost. But okay, you have to give something to Liquid here, and they have lost both pistol rounds, so
does not help.
It doesn't help. It makes it look a lot worse than it is. It just says it make things look a lot better than they were for NIP. You know, it's always difficult. I see 3 scouts right now. I just want to say I see 3 scouts. And
well, I was waiting for us to go back into the game to discuss this, Dan. But
why?
Well, why not? I mean,
why not just
you just ruined it now.
Why not just discuss it now instead of when everyone's shooting each other?
Well, I mean, never mind that. The point is, I had a plan, and you tarnished and ruined the plan. You sabotaged the plan.
What was the plan?
You are a saboteur.
So you might as well tell the plan now.
The plan was to talk about the 3 scouts once everyone was on server.
But why not?
But
I mean, but you haven't told me why.
You've taken
we're going to make a funny joke, or
I discussed this. I discussed this, and you sabotaged it. You took it away from me, Dan. That's what you did. You took it away from me. I had a moment set up, and you removed it. You stole it from me, Dan.
I think you just want to play the victim. I don't think there's a crime here.
You stole it from me. You took it away. I don't even know who that is. Ah, now I know.
Who is it?
I didn't know from just the eyes.
Just the eyes.
I didn't know from just the eyes.
That would be pretty creepy. Oh, that's that guy. It's just like, he's got.
I have an MP9 in his name. A souvenir MP9, Dan. It cost me £50. It cost me £50, Dan.
Why would you?
It's a good thing I bought it before we left the EU, Dan. Because it would have cost me £4,000, Dan. Because our currency's gone to the dogs.
Honestly. We should.
Don't start, Dan. The game's about to start. 10 seconds left.
Let's not do this.
10 seconds left. Look, there are 3 scouts. Oh, wait, Dan spoiled it earlier. 3 scouts in the Mag 7 coming out for the Luminosity side, who have doubled the score of Team Liquid here on the second train match today.
Well, the buy's a little bit scrappy for Liquid as well. They've got an offshore on JDM, but there's a couple of Galils in play at Tech 9. So this is going to be an interesting round, I think. We have a kid on Fur as well, so there is some ability to defuse, but we've got tags coming in. Got all the tags. Ooh, Taco's going in. But how far will he go in? Will he go all the way in? Yes, he will. Oh, there he is. He baits out the shot, but he's going to actually miss the first barrage. That's not good. That is not what you want. That is the opposite of what you want, as is that. And almost that. But not quite that. But maybe
this.
But that's
not that.
That is Cold is pretty on point with these flicks so far. That's a couple of connections from Cold, but the problem is they need some frags at this point. They've lost 2 men for no response really, except for some damage. And Liquid, they can just go for the set piece into the bomb site now. There's nothing stopping them. They got the man advantage. Now is the time. The time is now.
It's like a random 360-degree turn there on the win. As the team starts to move into the side. Fur looking for the pot shots. They're going to be forced from his position by the Flames there. Maybe going for the high ground, but he will be laid to rest, leaving FNX alone on his lonesome. There is damage to be done here. There are 3 players who are tagged by a scout already. He just needs to find the right person. There's the first one. Not going to happen, though. No connection made. Simple will finish off the job. 5-round gap now between these 2 teams. And the proper buy comes out for Luminosity.
Yeah, and the thing that they really wanted to do there, and why that round ended up being so good for Liquid, is that Luminosity didn't get any frags. Because obviously, if they're able to get frags in that round with a half buy, then when this buy comes into play, they basically win the match from that buy. And that's kind of how they had set it up, more or less. So Liquid have actually bought themselves a chance in coming back here. It's only 5 rounds. It's not the end of the world, but they do need to really win this one. They've got to force Luminosity to an eco. That's not a good start.
Sit down.
Simple's dead already. That aggressive play did not work out. How do Liquid coordinate themselves to save this round?
Well, it seems with a minute 30 on the clock, they may spend the next 20, 30 seconds just getting a little bit more map control. Still somebody holding passive nearish to T-spawn, just in case there was a push from Ivy perhaps, but there is no such push, and it seems that Liquid will be headed towards the B bomb site now. Minute 13 on the clock here, and there are quite a considerable amount of grenades here for Liquid. However, if you look at the positioning of Taco, he is in a very good spot to kill any push. You can see he's not very exposed to flashbangs coming down that slope. You can see he's crouching now, just trying to avoid it. Going on the edge of the train there, so he is going to minimize how susceptible he is to the flashbangs. He's still going to get flashed from the top though. Counter flashes coming in, but he's going to get flashed once more. Fur holding things down for the time being, and he's still on the high ground. We've got some jumping shotgun attempts, and it's going to finally pay off here. 2 versus 2 now, as the bomb will get planted.
Yeah, there's a real nice vantage point here. Cold. Well, they waste to Nitro, and by that point, he was the last man standing thanks to a Fallen. And there goes the pickup of the AWP, and the defuse comes in, and the round that Liquid had to win is going to result in a defeat. They will lose that one, although small consolation, 3 frags and a bomb plant. But that's not the kind of consolation you want. There's no consolation at this point. I mean, obviously they can get one more buy-in, but beyond that chance, they're never going to see a goodbye again if Luminosity are to win this round. So lots of pressure up on the shoulders of the Liquid players. It's actually quite funny to see the contrast between Simple and JDM. Simple with a somewhat more regular playing position.
He's all up in that screen, Dan.
JDM, the full lounge.
13-7 now, Liquid back on the buy. 4 AKs, limited grenades. They've got some Molotovs though, and some flashbangs. Moving into the A site fast. He hasn't got any support left for the time being. Could get taken down in isolation, but there are so many flashbangs in. Cold has no idea what's going on. Down he goes to Elige.
They're fire all over the place. Oh, FNX is shooting a teammate there, and they're getting taken down. This is not a good round so far for Luminosity. Everyone falling. One failed execution after another. Ooh, the knife comes in! Hiko stabs Taco.
Are you mad, Dan?
Why
because
would I be
Taco's
mad?
not. Or is he? He probably is that. He might say he's not, but he's probably mad, Dan. He's probably mad. 5-round lead now. Once again, it is reduced, but the important thing is, of course, that the Luminosity economy has been fully wrecked.
Yeah, and that was a crazy pivotal spot there, because basically, Liquid, if they lose that round, they're basically out of the game. If they win it, they're really now in the game fully, all the way in, James.
All right, so there's not much for them to avoid in this round, save for first Deagle and the odd P250. So some initial aggression over towards A, maybe trying to eke out a response, try and get a read onto the situation on the CT side. And Liquid are going to charge in towards B. Down goes third, that's a Deagle gone. Down goes Taco, just the P250 to worry about for the most part. Simple cares not for his HP. He wants to kill people with $300 of equipment on them, or even $200, basically zero, it being a stock pistol down. If he threw it away and died, he would get a new one for free when he spawned again.
Yeah, a cute little boost there. But FNX survives with the AK potentially. He's got, well, he's got a bullet in his back. Surprisingly healthy for someone who just got shot in the back, though. But he will now be dead. Full frontal lobotomy from Alish. Anyway, 13-9, and well, Liquid are bringing themselves back into this one. We've got.
What is all that noise?
We've got potentially one more save before from Luminosity before they put on the pressure. But even still, you know, if Liquid win this next round, they're still going to be 3 behind. It's still going to be a couple buys in before they're able to take over Luminosity's score. So Luminosity, they've got lots of room to work with at this point in time. But what Liquid have done is given themselves a buffer of money to be able to weather some lost rounds before they lose the match potentially. So there is a chance for them now. They have a chance.
Yeah, so Liquid are in a good spot to get double figures because the money's still ropey for Luminosity. 3 to 3.5K. We've got some CZs, P250s, 5.7s and the like being purchased. There is a pause. One would assume it's technical. Actually, it could be a tactical pause. But there's not... Well, Fallen is talking, so until I am advised otherwise, I'm going to assume it is a tactical pause by Luminosity. As maybe Liquid are getting too close for comfort on their T side. Again, we've got the AWP onto JDM. Double AK, M4 on the Liquid side, and Simple has not yet bought. So I'm very curious, will we see double AWP here from Liquid? I feel like it would have been more likely on the CT side. He has $6,300 in the bank, and he is yet to buy. 7 seconds before we get into round 23.
Guys, can I buy the AWP? Guys? No. No. No, you cannot. He's been relegated to the AK-47, but I'm sure he's fine with that. And we'll see the result. I mean, he's a great rifler, and they're just up against pistols. How hard can it be? As Nitro forces his way down the initial channel there into the yard and almost actually dying to the flames. But Liquid will clean up these echoing players pretty flawlessly so far. Just 2 more to go, and that will be the end of the round. Oh, bit of action there from Taco. Able to find a quick frag onto Hiko, but he's not getting that gun. That's not happening.
So 2 plays down for Liquid. Not much else to report. And now the buy comes back in for Luminosity. Fallen is going to be the only AWP on the CT side for this particular round, at least the beginning of it. They've got a good set of nades as well, but there's just one person with a defuse kit. That's first, so hopefully that won't be required. So 3 rounds between these 2 teams now. Liquid fully equipped, JDM on the AWP as well. So we see more fast plays into the edge side, but there are tons of counter flashes. The HG's Nitro launched into space there. Early man advantage for the CTs. Smokes on top of trains as well will allow Simple to peek without being shot from Connector. Fair will take him down regardless. There goes Hiko as well. So there are problems here for the Liquid side. Fallen coming in, but Taco will steal the kill. 1 person left, that's JDM, and he's going to be gone as well. It's interesting smoke on top of the train. We see mouse bots do that on cache as well, so they don't get shot from highway, if I'm not mistaken. And now we see double AWPs picked up by Luminosity.
We also see another pause. Can only assume that it's going to be tactical. Have to see. So yeah, the double AWPs indeed coming back in, and they've been pretty pretty consistently good, to be honest, for Luminosity. And that round was, I mean, I blinked a couple times and everyone was dead. That was a pretty fast one, to be honest, and that does not bode well here for Liquid. I mean, again, as mentioned, they have the money to sustain losses like that, but they don't have the rounds to really work with at this point. Luminosity 1 away from being on to match point, so they could close this one out pretty quickly unless Liquid find a good solution for what Luminosity have been doing. And they should expect the double AWP play to come in. And in response, I would presume that we would see a slower round, and maybe we'll see that. We're going to get the double AWP from Liquid as well.
Finally, it begins. But I think the double AWP might be quite difficult for them to get into position on the T side, especially if they're going for fast plays into the A bomb site. But the problem with those fast plays is that they just create variance. You know, when Luminosity were ill-equipped and it was advantage Liquid, but when they're fully equipped, the double nades flying all over the place, flashbangs, etc. It's a lottery as to who's going to come out on top in those situations when nobody sees what's going on. So the double AWPs should mark a change in approach from Liquid, but getting into position to be the first to pull the trigger on the picks is going to be the next challenge here for the North American side.
Yeah, we got the. This is a very common position that Simple was just in to try to defend against aggression on the alley. JDM doing likewise here in the White Halls, able to get a tag onto Cold, but Fur is able to respond. I have no idea how he was in that position, but he will go down. Alige takes the frag, and the 1-for-1 is real. Now is Luminosity find themselves in a worse position ever so slightly. Typically, teams on the CT side will put 3 towards A here, 1 in connector instead of 1 on the back lines, just to you know, shore up the A defense, as you can have a fast rotation into B and give up the bomb plant very easily. Can't quite afford to do that on the A side. That's the clear logic of that one, and that's essentially what Luminosity are doing, although they don't have that fast rotation, as there's no one in connector just yet. So a couple nades in hit from Liquid as they try to delay rotation from the Luminosity side, as the real intention from Liquid is to hit that B-bomb side, and they should have a pretty easy approach because of that fake.
Yeah, and Luminosity have basically not moved at all. Smoke down in lower, and Cold is just biding his time, but while he's doing that, there's a flank coming in from the T's, and just like Taco was doing in the first train, they're going to take the entire bomb site away from the CTs now. 4 versus 2, and Luminosity have to make a run for it, but they're running out of numbers here. Fallen would be lucky to survive holding anything in this particular round, and he can't do it, so Liquid continue to close the gap, and I think that's another reset here for the CT economy as well.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they need another eco round before they can get any buy going, and you know, they want those double AWPs, so they're absolutely going to be doing that. And due to that big buy that they're looking towards, we're not going to see any Deagles probably either. I mean, Taco and Fallen could probably afford easily to get those, and a lot of teams would be able to do that. Cold as well, but they want just to maximize their buys. We got a 5-7. And a Deagle. That's the only investment coming in here from Luminosity at the moment. So they are playing it really economically because they want those double AWPs. It's such a clear play for them. And the stack into the A side. Oh! Wow. It's going to work out. They're going to just rush down eco.
What about if there's 3 of us?
I like it.
What then?
I like it.
Gang warfare. And now they're rotating over towards the B-bomb site, and it's very timely indeed as the charge is coming in for the T's here. We've got some very patient pistol play here from Fur, and heavily tagged players. JDM will get finished off by Cold 0. 3 versus 3. No rifles picked up by these CTs, and they're all dead now. So another round on the board for Liquid, refusing to give up this game. 2 rounds between the two teams now.
All right, so back to the buy are Luminosity. They got the AWP on Fallen. Double AWPs will not be featured here for them, but they will be for Liquid. We're going to see an alley push. We're going to see aggression from B. And there's all sorts that we are so used to seeing from Luminosity. So how is it going to start off here? Oh, we got a quick start here from Simple. Nice pre-flashes on the angle there from the CT side. That's really, really smart. Able to stop Simple from doing anything. And in fact, Fallen tags him as Simple tries to back across to safety. So that's going to work out perfectly there. And that's an early 5 versus 4 situation. Luminosity in the lead.
CT is just the one person over towards the B-bomb site. Going to be relying on those smokes to be brick walls, excuse me, for the time being. Got a second player rotating in as well. And everything's slowing down for the Liquid side around the Pop Dog area for the most part. We see JDM moving towards Ivy on his lonesome, maybe trying to play the pick game for his team. 2 players for Luminosity on the A site itself. So it's going to take a while for Liquid to get there, perhaps. Trying to clear the relevant corners en route. 45 seconds left, and this might be a difficult push here for Liquid. Bomb moving towards Ivy as well. And again, the bomb spotted there can commonly suggest an A play. But you can see Cold Zero with a passive position looking to counter flash should any push come in. So Luminosity playing it passive.
Yeah, it is very passive, and at this point, due to that, 25 seconds left. There's only 2 flashbangs, and that's it for utility there for Luminosity as the push is forced to come in. Great position from Cole, but he can't get it done. The bomb is on the floor. That's a big problem. There's no time to collect it. This is really bad hit for Liquid. Oh, there we go. 2 quick frags coming in. 3 quick frags coming in for Liquid, but the bomb still needs to be planted. JDM can't possibly win this round. All Fur has to do is just remain hidden, and that's exactly what he's going to do. And the round will be taken, and no risk there from JDM even to lose the AWP as he just remains hidden.
Look at the money though. Luminosity lost 4 players and they can't afford to get a proper buy-in. Liquid have tons of cash and they're going to get a full buy, and they're going to get loads of AKs, they're going to get loads of grenades.
You're right, Luminosity might just eco.
This is a very weird spot for Luminosity.
They should probably eco, to be honest. And they're on the match point, right? Get one good buy-in, because otherwise they're in a spot where if they buy and then have a terrible buy and lose the round, then they have no money, and it will very likely go 15-15. So I think it's much better for them to buy to eco and then have a really strong buy to have one really good chance instead of one crap chance. That is
what an odd situation.
It's really weird, isn't it?
We won the round, lads. Let's eco. We will soon see what Luminosity's choice will be. I've seen similar situations before, but the buy has always come in. I've never seen somebody win a round and then eco afterwards.
Yeah, and it's funny though, because the thing is that if you like they would have to buy nothing as well to really make it work, because if they would lose the round, they would get $1,400. So you're basically saying, you know, we need that $1,400, because the situation is only weird because they just need one round, and it's about weighing up how many good buys can we get with the time that's remaining in the match. And that's why it's weird, because we're so late into the match. So they're going to go for the buy, and you can see that there's quite some part. And let's just understand like what happens if they lose this round. Because they spend all their money, they lose the round, they get $1,400. Liquid are on 13 rounds. They need to save again. Then Liquid are on 14 rounds, and their buy still sucks, and Liquid can get 15 rounds. So Luminosity actually are in a terrible position in that sense.
Yeah, I think that, as bizarre as it sounds, I think that I would have liked to. I'm quite curious to see what the desk think of this. Actually, I think there's a reasonable argument for
the eco.
For the eco, yeah.
Me too. I think eco is actually the smart choice.
Because if they lose, as you said, if they lose this round, then there's a very good chance that we're going to overtime on this map, because they got no money in the bank, and that's quite clear from the double FAMAS Mag 7 Scout M4 play, and almost no grenades.
That said, let's see how it goes for them, because they might be able to just, you know, win here, and that would definitely uncomplicate things.
Oh man, that is a very meaty grenade indeed.
That bounce.
Well, it's a minute 10, and one thing Liquid have to be careful of is not taking too long to push a site and leaving themselves lacking in time. Luminosity have done a good job though of having one person on the B-bomb site a lot of the time, and you know, the way they position themselves over towards A has been paying off for them, taking Liquid by surprise perhaps. Oh, the Max 7 not getting enough of a connection there. Nitro barely getting tagged. Not a good start here for Luminosity.
Yeah, we've got the bomb making its way back towards A, and Cold Zero actually had to pick up a frag there out in the A yard. Nitro's found his way into a 4 position, is just spraying crazily at the moment, able to pick up 2 frags, important frags, but the trades are straight back in there. 20 seconds for the bomb to be planted. Luminosity can really play with the time. This is a very hard bomb site to get the plant down if you have no idea where the CTs are, and just trying to delay with that flashbang there. They need to kill Cold. He's going to get another frag. How does JDM plant in this situation? And the frags come in! Amazing! Ace coming in from Cold there in a very, very needed situation. That could have gone really awkward real fast, but he's going to stop that from even happening. Luminosity wins 16 to 12.
What an insane way to win a round. And that's a difference maker for Luminosity. They make a buy where if they lose, then they're probably going to overtime. But it's a talent of the team that takes it over the line. None other than Cold there to ace when it was almost a pots and pans buy. Dan.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
I might have had the odd vegetable steamer in there as well.
Yeah, it's. I think basically because they would have been able to, like if they had, in this situation, if they would have lost that round, they would have been able to get one more buy to prevent 15-15, but it would have been like another buy like that, basically. Versus if you eco, where they would probably only have like around 46 to 5K. So even then, I guess the buy, maybe if they would have given them, like, let's say a buy where they could have a really seriously strong buy, like where they would have 2 options instead of just like 1 or something. I mean, there are also like marginal things going on there. Yeah. So it's actually a really interesting situation that you don't see every day.
All right, let's see what Scott and the guys think about that on the desk.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Well, again, so close, very back and forth. But again, it kind of felt like it was LG's, right? And Liquid was always behind, always trying to scramble.
Yeah, no, I mean, the main issue there that went wrong for Liquid is pick and train.
Yeah.
Analysis done.
That's it?
Smix, are you ready, Smix?
Smix, you ready with the interview?
Yeah.
I mean...